NFL Week 9. Beginning with Ravens Dolphins. Thursday's 35. The Ravens enter 2-5. They can improve to 3-5. They won Super Bowl 35. Lamar Jackson's returned 27 days after the death of Arthur Jones, Super Bowl 47 winning nose tackle. Miami is 27. Arthur Jones is 27. Now Santa Clara is 27. Lamar makes his return 27 days after the death of Arthur Jones. The Dolphins fall to 2-7. The Ravens are closer to winning the division. The Ravens will win the AFC. The Ravens Super Bowl run with number 8 Lamar Jackson begins in the 8th game of the season. No numbers required for this one. Chargers Titans. You really think the Panthers, after getting destroyed, are going to beat Green Bay? Like, get out of here. Do you really think the Saints are going to beat the Rams? Get out of here. The garbage ass Falcons in the cold New England weather in November? Get out of town. The Patriots going to win that one. The Patriots are going to put pressure on the Bills. Vikings at the Lions. Their previous game was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 62 Gematria. They could be 6-2 heading to the capital city. They're going to play Washington in the next game, so no surprises there. Lions are going to win. No Cam Scatterboo, no Neighbors, no Bosa, no Fred Warner. Now, 49ers should be 6-3 because Mac Jones was a starter for much of the season. Now the Giants 2-7. First, Daniel Jones is hitting it up with Indianapolis, and the Giants find themselves on the other side of the narrative. It's quite the opposite. Things are not going very good for the New York Giants. It's Santa Clara that's 27. The Niners are from Santa Clara. The Giants can fall to 2-2 at home if Brock Purdy comes back. So yes, San Francisco. The Giants just got more banged up after Cam Scatterboo's injury. The game is in progress. The Steelers could be 5-2 against Indy. Indy is 52. With this game, Daniel Jones improves to 8-1 for the season after beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are overrated hot garbage. They had to give Aaron Rodgers that one win against the Packers. It's all scripted psychological operation to get you to think that Pittsburgh is a contender in the AFC. But we know they are fraudulent. They only beat the Browns. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the hapless Jets. They beat another mediocre team. Aaron Rodgers, they had to give him the victory against... When they mentioned the stat that Aaron Rodgers has beaten every single team, yeah, the fix is in right there. But the Steelers are hot garbage, and the Steelers are going to choke. They play the Lions and the Bills. They play those teams. And they play the Colts this week. So Ravens get closer to winning the division. The Texans is 35. Houston's 32. Denver can improve to 3-2 away. Now here you look at the Bengals. They could be 3-6 and then maybe beat the Steelers to be 4-6. The Bengals could be 4-5 by beating the Bears. They could fall to 4-6 by losing the next week against the Steelers. The Bengals are not really that needed to stay in the playoff picture in the AFC. But when we look at the NFC, if the 49ers are supposed to beat the Giants, if the Panthers are going to lose against Green Bay, then, if the Rams, if they win too, then I think the Bears got to win to keep things kind of interesting before they play Green Bay twice in Detroit and Pittsburgh. So the schedule gets harder. I think the NFL wants the Bears to win that one, so I'll go Chicago. The Jags improved to 5-3 over the Raiders. You got your Broncos, you got your Colts, you got your Steelers. Just Jaguars, they got to win, keep things interesting. Jaguars beat the Raiders. Chiefs at Bills. Patrick Mahomes at 62. Bills going for 6-2. I think this is about the AFC West. If Broncos and Chargers win, they're going to rig the game for the Chiefs. Yes, it's Bills. That's 54. They can lose against the Bills, the Chiefs. The Bills could be 6-2. You see right there. What does it for me is Allen is 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season, but 0-4 in the playoffs. So he's 4-5 like New Orleans, last year's Super Bowl side. This year's Super Bowl is at Levi Stadium. Levi Stadium is 46, so I give the edge to the Chiefs to go 6-3 after beating Buffalo. Seahawks at Washington, they want the Commanders to stay in the playoff hunt, and one of these 5-2 teams are going to lose. And that one team that's going to lose is the Seattle Seahawks. Because the Washington football team is going to improve to 4-5 before they take on Coach Daniel Campbell and quarterback Jared Goff the next week. So the Seahawks go 6-2. They are going for 6-2, but again, if Daniel Jones comes back, then Washington are going to win. It's the end of Cod Murray. The Cardinals fall to 2-6. Cowboys improved to 3-3 against the NFC by beating Murray, team based at Glendale on Monday Night Football. Also for the Washington side, it's Cliff Kingsbury that's Gematria 45. So, close game against Green Bay on a tight week. The injuries to the receivers, some receivers are coming back, a fumble this game, they beat the Chargers. So the quality of the Commanders, it has to show itself. The Seahawks, they beat nobody. They've only beat Houston. They beat the Jaguars. They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Saints. They beat the Steelers. This team is garbage. These are my picks for the week 9.